Boom, man. Snack for the saint. Morning meditation, man. Do-rag doctrine, man. Listen, John 12 and 8. In the common English version, it says, the poor you'll have with you always, but me, I won't be with you always. Listen to me. In the Gen Z Bible, for the Gen Z, it says, appreciate me while you still can. That's the box. Let's unpack that, man. Listen, time is ticking, man. Time is ticking. Listen, man. Jesus is flat out speaking to us in a way that we can understand about himself. Do you hear me? Listen, I don't believe that anybody is taking advantage of or taking for granted more than God. I don't. We feel like God has been waiting and he gonna always wait. Because like Smokey said about Big Worm and Friday, he needs me. Whatever. Do you hear me? Here it is. Notice too that he says, you got your mind on the poor. So y'all got y'all mind on the poor. Listen to me, y'all. This is real important. That wasn't a bad place to have their mind. God wanted us to be mindful of the poor, the widows. But here it is. They had a good reason right now to be thinking about the poor. But they didn't have a God reason right now to be thinking about the poor. Right now, their focus should have been right there on Jesus, who it is, that was getting ready, getting closer as we celebrating this Holy Week, getting closer to the cross. They, as the song say, the body was here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Jesus told him, listen, you taking this time for granted you have with me. I'm getting ready to go. Listen. To make it apply more to our life, there are some people in our life, y'all, that we taking advantage of, that we take for granted. Truth is, sometimes we can have our mind on some good things, good reasons, but it's not godly reason. You hear me? Neglecting our wives for the good reason of our family, our children, for the good reason of, I got to get out here and get this bag. I got to go get this bag. That's a good reason. But it ain't a God reason. Do you hear me? Not going to church. Listen to me. Because you trying to get you a little extra money. Because where's your faith? Where's your trust in God? Yeah, that's a good reason, but it's not a God reason. Being there for your partners, being there for your friend, being there for family. When you have a family of your own, do you hear me? You got responsibilities of your own. Obligations of your own. That's a good reason, but it ain't a God reason. Do you hear me? And listen, I see people all the time take people for granted, and then when they lose them, when they gone, that's all of a sudden when they realize how much they meant to me. Time is ticking, man. Stop taking people for granted. Ask yourself, really, who am I taking for granted in my life? And then most importantly, I pray that you don't miss the one that's talking. Time is ticking with some of us with Jesus. Do you hear me? Y'all listen, some people really think they're going to be able to feel their way into heaven. I've been talking about this. They really think that on Judgment Day, they're going to be able to have a conversation with God. We're going to get a chance to talk about my feelings. And I'm going to tell you how come I didn't do what you told me to do is because I know what you said, but I felt like. I know what you said, but I think. I know what you said, you know what I'm saying, but nah. You're not going to be able to feel our way into heaven. Do you hear me? Time is ticking. And once people are gone, they gone. Do you hear me? Somebody needs to stop playing. You got a phone call. You should have been made to squash some stuff and take care of some stuff. You should have been did it. And you keep pushing it out. And then when they gone, you're going to be the one that we got to tell you, ma'am, sir, you can't lay on top of the casket. I know. But you can't do that. You're going to be the one laying out, falling out in front of the casket with your skirt all up over your head, or your wallet hanging out your pocket, sir. And I'm going to get that from you. Do you hear me? I'm going to get that from you. I'm just saying, for real, time is ticking, man. Listen, Jesus says, listen, you can have a good reason, but if you don't have a God reason, you're in error. Who are you taking for granted? Bible help if you let it. Let it help you. Yeah.